So when I was going through your Twitter mentions today, everyone was asking about why can't you, or whose side they're on with the breakup. I'm calling it a breakup, and the friendship. And a lot of people were like pro and con, like your mom, Miss Lucy. How do you handle that? Like when people make comments about, because you know what it reminded me of?
What?
It reminded me of how strong people felt about Candy and her mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know,
I think it trips me out, honestly, because they'll get mad at my mom for telling me or giving me motherly advice, but they don't get mad at Quad getting advice from a Judy. Like, that's my mom. And regardless of anything, any TV show, I know my mom's going to be there regardless. So I really don't care what people think
right.
in regards to my mom giving me advice, because that's her role, and she's going to always do that. And I'm going to do that for my kids. I don't like that they're so hard on her, but
right.
I think that she sees a different side. You got to look. Older people, they're wise in a lot of in a lot of ways.
Is it tough when people criticize? Because I can't imagine someone saying anything about my mom.
Yes, it is. It's really tough when people criticize my mom. I get more angry about that than anything. But it comes with the territory, and I tell her that when she comes on there.
Okay. Yeah, and she's second season, so she's kind of
she don't care though. She don't give a damn. Like, and she'll say, I don't care nothing about these people. So she doesn't really care what they think.
Okay, so outside of Married to Medicine, what else do you have going on?
I'm working on a couple other projects, international international projects. I'm working on one about a Persian family, and then I'm working on one about a gay family.
What are you working on, like reality TV or a show or
docuseries?
Docuseries.
Docuseries. So I'm working on 2 docuseries. In addition to that, my husband and I just recently launched Cinnamon Girl Diet, which is a diet program for women of color.
Okay.
And we are launching that in Africa and Dubai and Bangladesh, as well as here in the States. So we're really excited about that. We actually launched 2 months ago, and 6 weeks ago, and we sold out in 4 days. Of the pre-launch, sold out in 4 days. So we're starting the second round next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were asked, do you act? I don't know. I mean, how this works now that you have the kind of credit you have. Are you plan on coming back for another season?
Well, they're not gonna ask me to come back. I'm gonna do the asking of who's gonna come back, or I'm gonna be I'll be the one giving my opinion on who should come back and not.
Okay.
So I don't know. It just depends.
Okay. So you can.
Well, I'm always keeping my eyes open for some more doctors and some wives to pull on in, especially since it's been a lot of shade this season. Catch that. Dirt.
Do you have influence? Can you fire someone, or can you just?
I wouldn't say that I could fire somebody, but I do think that my opinion definitely matters. Up until this point, it's been on point.
Okay.
So I think it does matter, and as far as the casting goes, because I casted the whole first season.
Okay. When you say you casted, you make recommendations.
I brought every one of the ladies in.
Okay. Okay. No,
yeah, I'm just saying. I pitched the show. I had pitched to other networks. I had it picked up on other networks. We just chose to go with this network. And we working with phenomenal producers. They were proven, so I thought that they would be a great fit for us, and and so far I guess they have been.
Okay. What everyone wants to be on reality TV. What kind of advice can you give to them? Everyone. A lot of people want to be on reality TV.
Be prepared to have your life examined, like with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, be prepared. People, like I just said to you off camera. If you're on an ensemble cast, you have to know that people will throw rocks and stones and a few pieces of glass. They don't care. People don't. I mean, they don't have a moral compass. But the biggest advice that I would say is turn your 3 minutes of fame into 3 days or 3 weeks or 3 months or 3 years. Make it a business. Look at it like a business. You can't pay for this type of advertisement, on network TV. So I'd say to look at it like a business and remember what your purpose is, because it's easy to get caught up in the drama.
Okay. A few general random questions. When's the last time you cried?
This morning. Girl, I was praising God.
Did you go to church today?
No, I didn't.
You watched it online, or you just had your own kind of?
Yeah, I was looking at a sermon. Oh my God, about Friends with T.D. Jakes. And so, it just made me reflect on my life and, how much how far I've come, and, I get what people say when they say it's lonely at the top, but I think God sometimes takes you on a journey that you can't take everybody on.
When's your favorite time of day to have sex? Morning or night or afternoon?
Any.
Any? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been arrested?
Never.
Um,
Ever.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just never, ever. Well, what do you mean? Real arrest or play arrest?
I mean, real arrest.
Well, never. Mm-mm.
What do you love most about living in Atlanta?
The opportunity. I think the opportunities in Atlanta are endless. And I love that minorities can do so well. The sky's the limit. Hell, you go to space in Atlanta. Like, you can do anything in Atlanta. And I love that and the diversity.
Okay. What's your least favorite thing about reality TV?
The fame. And I don't mean that from the camera's perspective. I mean what the fame do to some people. What it does to your friends, what it does to your family, it changes relationships. You can you don't know if they're looking at you the same, if you're looking at them the same. It just changes the element of everything, once you become famous. It does. So I think the fame part of it is the biggest thing. And fame can be a drug for some people if you don't know who you are before you go into this.
What's been your biggest regret in life?
My biggest regret in life, I don't have any regrets. I can honestly say I don't have one regret. I don't.
Okay.
Probably that fight. Maybe I'll say that fight.
I almost forgot about the fight.
Yeah, the fight. I think the fight. But you know what? That too, helped to develop me into the woman I am, because it made me not judge people so quick, never say what I will or won't do. No, you're capable of doing anything if you push the right buttons.
Okay.
So I think probably the fight. That's probably my biggest regret.
Okay. If you could ask God one question, what would you ask him?
Have I fulfilled my purpose and made him happy?
Okay.
Am I coming to heaven, Lord? Let your sister know. I mean, let me know before my time up, honey. Give me a sign.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before I let you go?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. This is fun.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine.